Learning Objective B, I'm going to show you how to find the remainder without having to do long division. It's applying the remainder theorem. And here's how it works. The remainder theorem says is if you have a polynomial, which is called p of x, and it's being divided by the divisor of x minus c, then you can find the remainder if you take the value from the factor or from this divisor here and put it into the original polynomial function. So what that means, let me show you with numbers. This right here is our dividend. It's 5x to the fourth minus 3x plus 2. If I long divide out the divisor of x plus 2 into here, I will get a quotient and a remainder. Well, what is the remainder going to be? In the theorem it says, look at the actual divisor, which is x minus c, and don't use the minus c, but use the opposite of that, which is plus c, and put it into the polynomial. So for ours, the divisor is x plus 2. So I'm going to take the opposite of plus 2, which is minus 2, and I'm going to go in and put minus 2 in for the x's. And that will tell us the remainder. So here it is. If I do p of negative 2, I'll do 5, negative 2 to the fourth, minus 3 times negative 2 plus 2. Now be careful on your simplification. Negative 2 to the fourth power is going to be negative 2 times negative 2, which is 4, times a negative 2, which is negative 8, times a negative 2 is positive 16. So positive 16 times a 5 is going to be 80. The negative 3 times negative 2 is plus 6, and then plus 2. When you add these together, it's going to say the remainder, if you were to do the long division, will end up being the number 88. This theorem is actually very helpful if you want to check your answer after you've done the long division, or if you're just asked directly for the remainder. Now the only thing to be really cautious about with this theorem, it only works if the divisor is x to the first power. So you can only have things such as, x plus 5 you're dividing out, or x minus 3 you're dividing out. If they had you use x squared minus 3, that actually would not work for the theorem, and so you can't use this trick. Let me just show you another way where this is handy. Again, if they asked me to do the long division to get the quotient and the remainder, I'd have to do the long division. But if they just asked me for the remainder, and I'm dividing out something that is a binomial of the first degree, then all I have to do is take the opposite of this value within there, so plus 5, and put that in for the x values back into the dividend. And when you do it, you'll simplify, and you'll see what you'll get. So let's substitute this in and simplify. Don't forget your order of operations. You have to do your exponents first, so you would do 5 to the 5th power, times it by 4. Then you're going to subtract 5 cubed, which is 125. And then if you simplify this complete expression here, you're going to end up getting that the final remainder will end up being 12,376. So if you do the long division, you can actually check and see if this is correct.